Joseph W. Strelchik Mayor Summit officially declared the week of October 4th, 1998 in our community the week of the legendary Argo Gospel Singers and Lorenza Porter. We are very, very proud of having you. You have brought fame to our community for 61 years, and from the deepest recesses of my heart and the whole community, God bless you.
Oh, Papa. We certainly thank God for this opportunity. And without a doubt, we know that He is not just my Father, but is He our Father too? Is He our Lord, your Savior?
Well, I'm here in Phoenix. Well, this is Chandler, Arizona, and I'm with a living legend. Show you her face really fast and have her wave. Everybody, there she go. Wave to the people.
Be blessed.
Be blessed. Be blessed. And you've been blessed all your life, right? By who? By God?
God,
You keep Him first?
always.
That is so wonderful. Near the cross, right?
Oh, watch and wait.
Uh-huh.
Hope and trust in the devil
Uh-huh.
till I reach that strand.
See, look at her. You're going to start preaching now. She looks beautiful, doesn't it? Oh, Pat Sanders said, hey, Pee-wee. She said hi. So I just wanted to get this initial meet and greet, and you'll be seeing some more footage. And, of course, pick up a copy of the magazine. Anthony says hello, too. And we'll be sharing some good information. Dwayne Lacey, yes, she is a beautiful person. We'll be sharing more information about Miss Lorenza Brown Porter. All right, be blessed, you guys.
Barbara, so good to see you, darling. I tell you, you know what? This is the 61st year anniversary of the legendary Argo Gospel Singers. Aren't you happy?
I've been waiting so long.
And why?
Well, I'm excited because when I was a little girl, I guess back in the 50s, and I used to get my hair done with Lorenza. I thought it was the most wonderful thing to be there when the Argo Singers were rehearsing, and I just couldn't wait to grow up so I could sing, be a part of it, and do something.
Did they sing in the shop?
Oh, yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
Remember how they used to, when she was doing hair, they would come in and they'd be singing the songs, and then she had on the music. And we talking about Minnie.
Thank you much. You know what, Minnie Colbert, we're talking about the three ladies that organized the legendary Argo Singers. That was who, Ali?
That was my mother.
What's her name?
Her name is Minnie Colbert.
All right.
And she was a member of this church, the
What's the name
Antioch
of this
Baptist Church, located
Who was
in
the pastor?
Argo, Illinois, and Reverend Thompson E. Weems, who was Minnie's brother, was the pastor of the Antioch Baptist Church.
Oh, yes.
And she, Talitha Irons,
Like the eyes were
and Mildred Thomas, who was my first cousin. They were members of the choir here at Antioch, and they loved to sing. So they decided that they would form a trio, and that they did, which later on expanded. And Lorenza, who was quite young, a teeny bopper, married, but a teeny bopper, she started going along with the Argo Singers, and as they became well known, she became a member and started traveling
In fact,
over the United States.
Let's go back just a little bit. We want to tell the beginning of it. Reverend Weems was affiliated with the National Baptist Convention at that time. And there was a minister from Raleigh, North Carolina, who ran revival for Antioch, right? And heard many Mildred and Talitha doing the revival, and they were so good, and he invited them to come with Reverend Weems. And back in those days, everybody, Reverend Fowler, I'm sure you know about this, they were very prejudiced, and we didn't have a lot of the things that we are blessed to have now. All right. So the only way we could really be known or advertise what we were doing was by going where there were a group of people congregated, like from church to church. Becky, remember we went to Denver? But all right, the Golden Gates was at the city auditorium with over 5,000 people. And many mildred into life with their long sleeve black dresses and the rose on the shoulder with Mildred at the
Came
piano.
from the dime store.
Oh, did it?
It certainly did.
The young people of today would not even think of that, would they?
I know what the young people of today wouldn't know.
Don't talk about them now. What would they do?
They wouldn't know that the Argo Singers were the first black gospel singers to perform at the Apollo Theater.
Don't go
Correct.
there yet. Let's go back to Carolina when
That's
they were
right.
on the stage
Well,
of the
I'm
city
going on my
auditorium
age.
at
But I remember.
Raleigh, North Carolina. And as they belted out, Mildred Thomas at the piano, "Does Jesus Care?" Instead of hearing three voices, you heard fifth and seventh.
Right.
And my nephew, Dwight Moore, Bishop, you know about that, don't you? Yeah. All right, so they were very good.
So
And then,
what are
of course,
fifths and sevenths?
sounds.
Oh, so instead of 3, it sounded like 5 of you said
Correct.
instead
And
of
it
3.
sounded like
But I
7.
wasn't fortunate to be there.
Mhm. Okay.
Right.
I wasn't fortunate to be there at that time.
Okay.
But then
That's
from
quite
that,
a feat.
Reese Dupree had the agency, and he signed them up for 5 years plus option to do whatever. And that's when we really took off, when they took off.
Right.
And then they came back to Argo Ollie and Ruby Roberts.
Ruby
and,
Roberts and Willa Murphy
Yes.
Whitehurst
That's
became
right, I remember
a
Willa.
member.
Yes.
Right.
I remember Willa.
Yes.
Willa is still living. She's inactive. Ruby Roberts is also living,
Yes.
but she is ill, and neither one can be present.
To make you feel good inside, here again are the Argo Singers and What Did He Say?
What did he say? My Lord. What did he say? When Nicodemus came to him by night. What did he say? What did he say? When Nicodemus came to him by night. You must be born again. Open up your heart. Let me come in. What did he say? Oh yes. What did he say? You just got to be born again. What did he say? My Lord. When Nicodemus came to him by night. What did he say? What did he say? When Nicodemus came to him by night. You must be born again. Open up your heart. Let me come in. What did he say? Oh yeah.
We're remembering many, Mildred and Talitha. Before this beautiful edifice was here, there was a little church. Thank the Lord. Minnie wrote a song one day. She loved the Lord and she said, "Looking this way." And I really did feel that the day would come where we would say they are just looking down on us today. Thank you, Lord. Looking this way. This way. Does that sound good? Think about all of the loved ones going on. Just looking down on us today. This way. Oh, I thank God for all of the angels up in glory. Oh, thank
So we do all we can for our young folk, because I know it's hard. But I can tell you this, it won't be hard always. You learn it. And the same one that signs the other diplomas will sign you. And if you got the will, the others can't go no further than you can. And if you want, you got some things in your favor that they ain't got. You got being black in your favor. And let me tell you something, the truth from my heart, being black means something. You don't have to do nothing to get attention. Just be black and walk in.
Good afternoon. My name is Deacon Kenneth Upchurch. I've been a member of Third Baptist Church since September 1964 under the leadership of our Pastor Elmer L. Fowler.
I am Elmer L. Fowler, founder pastor of Third Baptist Church in Chicago, 1551 West 95th Street in Chicago. I came to Chicago with an idea of building boys' clubs. And the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. And I had a little youth club. I changed the name so that programs of giving awards every year brought me in contact with all musicians and all singers. And one of these splendid moments of my life was to meet with the Argo Singers. And today I'm 79 years of age, but I could not tell you this girl's name, as we called her Pee-wee all the time. And I went with Reverend Body. He was a famous preacher, and in one of the churches that was the roots or the foundation where gospel singing really sped off. And that's where I met the Argo Singers 55 years ago. And I think at that time I was about 6 years of age. And I've been knowing them for 55 years. They have been the same. And every time I see Pee-wee, I think of George Beverly Shea, who sang with Dr. Billy Graham when it was still in the Argo Singers was in the house around the piano and singing. George Beverly Shea did the same thing with his parents. And he went to Wall Street. So his mother wrote him a letter and told him when he comes, she wanted to pick the song that he played and they sang. And when he got there, he asked her mother what you wanted. And she said, I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. And every time I think of Pee-wee and the Argo Singers and Reverend Body's choir with Mrs. Body directing, that comes to my mind. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world affords today. And if I had 2 hours to talk, to prove that when you are down and seeking elevations, those are the greatest moments of my life when I was down. And then when you acclaim, you're worn out. The Argo Singers have helped many churches, and even today, even though we don't see each other too often, but the spirit is always there.
I'm so
gospel music. And look, let me tell you, when we hear gospel music sung from your lips, we know it's gospel music. Now, there's a song that you recorded that was your gold record.
Jesus.
What year was that?
Well,
What year
so
was
many
that?
Years. It's been about 1940s.
Well, and it was in the 40s, and it was Near the Cross. Will you sing that for us? We want to hear that. Near the Cross. Yes, sing it.
Oh, yeah.
To the cross.
Oh, yes.
I found out it's It's a healing stream every day. It flows. Yes, it does. Flows from Calvary's mount.
Oh, yes.
From the mount. Keep me here. The cross here.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I guess I'm just getting happy there. I was getting happy. You got to, they're saying you're looking great. She's just as pretty and hasn't aged at all. You're so gorgeous. Keep me near the cross. Ain't that where the beauty comes from? It's in the cross. Lord, have mercy. Go down memory lane. I know you all did a taping on Sensation. But I think no one uploaded that. Willie Wilson's show. I think that's the one that Pat Sanders. Because she told me that Shirley Walls. He looked at me.
see if I saw Laura Maria.
You look the same. Look at that. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
That's her. There's Laura.
You saw her?
Oh my God. Ariel was a little baby.
Oh, yes. With these things. You remember that song? I decided. Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
Let me say something else to you. I was a blues singer in this town when y'all youngsters was around here. And one night something happened to me in Club de Lisa.
Yes.
In the year of 1948. They said I was the world's greatest blues singer. I walked out to sing blues. Instead of blues, I sang Shine On Me.
What was your name at that time?
My name is Dwight Gatemouth Moore.
Okay.
And I joined the first church. The first church I joined, I was ordained over the radio by a man named Clarence Cobb.
Oh,
Church
him too.
of Deliverance. On my first trip, the Argo Singers took me away from Chicago to my first appearance. Would you believe it? Detroit, Michigan, the world's greatest preacher, Reverend C.L. Franklin. On my next engagement, they took me to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. And my first tour, the Argo Singers took me on my first tour as a preacher and a singer.
Very good.
And I just, and then later, I really got a big blessing. What y'all call her? What y'all nickname you call her? Pee-wee become my auntie.
What was the years? What was the years?
I can't remember no
You've
years.
been to my house then.
But a long time ago.
Don't you remember me? Minnie's daughter?
Who?
Minnie's daughter?
You the daughter?
I survived.
I can't, my memory's kind of bad.
Okay.
I just had a birthday. I'm 85 years old, so you know I can't remember like I used to.
Right.
No excuse.
All right. How are you, darling?
Very good yourself.
Good. You're an old trooper.
Yes, I am.
Okay, and you started when?
I started way back in, about 49.
Okay. With who?
I started out with Alex Bradford, the Breakfast Singers.
That was the song, Too Close.
Too Close to Him, yeah. I started out with him in 55. But I was playing and singing at my own church for a long time. Reverend C.L. Franklin baptized me in 1949.
Okay.
And He lived on the same street that I was living on, and Retha and her sisters and brother, we all played together as youngsters.
Yeah. How nice.
And then I stayed with Bradford for many, many years, went all overseas with him, and came back, and then I settled down in New Jersey. And then Albertina Walker called me to play for her in '67. So I came here May 1st, 1967, after that big snowstorm.
Yes.
And I was only supposed to be here for 2 weeks. And I've been here since '67, ever since '67. Even my good friend Rebecca didn't believe I was going to stay.
Oh, really? I thought Rebecca was your sister.
And the Lord, yes.
All right, all right. Listen, didn't you play for a church on 63rd Street for many years?
Yes, I did. I played 27 years for the Temple of Divine Science.
That was a beautiful lady.
With the late Reverend Ellen Williams.
Yes.
She was some lady.
And you play now for who?
I played for Mount Moriah Missionary Baptist Church. The Reverend O.C. Nix is the pastor. Big Bad John.
All right, that's my name for him. All right, now, how did you become a member of the legendary Argo Singers?
Well, I was asked to come and sit in by my good sister, Miss Nixon.
Okay.
She's rolling her eyes at me.
Okay.
I was asked to come and sit in because they were doing a show, TV show, and they needed an organ player. And so I came and I played, and then they kept saying, well, come on back, and we want you to do this. And I said, okay. And then we had an engagement at the I think it was the outfield field house on Racine.
Right, Barbara Green.
And Andre couldn't make it. And so I came and filled in, played the piano there. And then I've been with them ever since then, 2 years.
What is your pleasure? What spiritual benefit do you find? What joy do you have in playing for and with the Argo Singers?
Well, the Argos are very spiritual. They get excited. They get great joy in singing for the Lord.
Yeah.
And it has to inspire me to play a little bit better.
Yes.
I'm not that great of a musician.
We think you are.
Well, thank you. But I've always kept the legendary, the original traditional sound.
Yes.
Right. And I also try to keep that going, even on my radio show I have.
Yes.
I try to keep the traditional spirit alive.
And you know,
But
that's
then
very good.
We have Miss Pat Sanders. She's an exciting singer.
Isn't she?
Oh, yes.
Certainly a joy.
My Sarah.
Oh, yes.
Which one I call
that
Sarah
Argo
Ruth.
lady.
I call her Sarah Ruth.
Oh, yes. Dr. Sarah.
Yeah.
They were taught at the school for many years. She organized the choir. They were very good.
Mm-hmm.
She taught children music. And that's what the Argo Singers are all about. You know, they left a legacy here for us to carry on. And this is...
I remember many at Mildred. I used to go to Mildred's house.
All
We
the
sit there and play, and she'd cook, and we sit there and sing, and we play, and then we come back the next night doing the same
The
thing.
same thing. You remember Ada?
Who do I remember?
Oh, yes.
was
Ada drove for the Argo Singers
Yes.
for many years. Betty?
Yes.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. What do you think of the new Argo Singers?
I think you're a fine bunch of people.
A witness. Let God abide. Let God abide. If you've been converted, let God abide. Let God abide. If you're sure that you know Him, and if He walks by your side, you gain the victory, the victory to every problem if you let God abide.
The proud pastor of McKenzie Mission, located at 2415 East on 75th Street. Many years ago, I come to know of the Argo Singers through Mildred Thomas and my brother, the late Reverend Jeffrey Edmonds, who also was a fantastic pastor of the Holy Garden of that church. And I remember years ago sitting around Mildred House and coming out here to the Argo Singers, some of their homes, Aunt Minnie and many of them just singing. I was about that high with my chin up to the piano, but now I have grown up to be a young man now, and I have really enjoyed them down through the years, and they have really been a blessing to me. And Sister Porter just stays on my case to tell me to stay with the Lord and to be encouraged and just do what's right. And I love her for that. And I'm so grateful that I have an opportunity to be here tonight on this great celebration, 61 years.
Thank you, and we love you too. And this young man over here, Stephen?
Yes, how are you?
How are you? How long have you been at Argo?
Oh, for the last 49 years.
How old are you?
I'm 49 years old as of September. And I come to know the Argo Singers as a little boy growing up in Argo. I used to sit out on our front porch and listen to all the songs that Argo Singers sings. And I know every one of them by heart.
Yes.
Every one of the songs that she ever made. My special songs that Lorenza made is Jesus is Sweeter Than Honey and Near the Cross, of course. She can sing those songs today as well as the first time. And I think the group is wonderful. And I know with you and the group, you're going to go farther than what you did.
You have many talents, and have you been inspired to do better?
Yeah.
And do more for the Lord?
Yeah. And I think when I get out on there, I'm going to start singing my favorite song. Jesus, He's sweeter than honey.
All right. Put your hands together. Argo.
Yeah.
Amen.
Surprise for you.
You have?
I am sitting in the same room with Miss Lorenza Brown Porter.
Porter? Lorenzo?
Yes.
My Lord, that is a surprise.
Oh, yes.
Now, what you say,
Yes.
what you
She's
say.
here in the flesh.
Are you sure?
I am sure. Say hello.
So isn't that wonderful? Yeah, I had a choir member say, beautiful. Wonderful. Oh, what you said. That is great. Just wonderful. Can I say hello?
She's right here.
Yes.